If you're driving to or from Prince Edward Island, you have two main options: the Confederation Bridge connecting PEI with New Brunswick, or the Northumberland Ferry connecting PEI with Nova Scotia. We've used both multiple times, and the best choice has less to do with which one is generally better and more to do with where you're going, how much time you have, and whether you want the journey itself to be part of the experience. There is also a ferry between Surrey PEI and the Magdalen Islands in Quebec, but we're leaving that one out. I've never completed that crossing, and for most visitors arriving by car, the bridge and Nova Scotia ferry are the two practical options being compared. First, there's a Confederation Bridge, which connects Prince Edward Island with New Brunswick. The bridge is 12.9 kilometers long and takes approximately 10 minutes to cross. It's free when entering PEI, but when you're leaving the island, a standard vehicle pays a $20 toll. The toll was previously $50.25 before being reduced by the federal government in August of 2025. The pros of taking the bridge are it's much quicker than the ferry. You don't have to have a specific time booked. It operates 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. There's no reservation needed, and it is currently the cheaper option of the two. The cons of the Confederation Bridge are, it's just a road basically, so there's no real experience other than seeing an extremely long bridge. In fact, the longest in the world that covers ice-covered waters. It can be tough to see anything, especially if you're in a car or an SUV because of the concrete barriers. Now, if you're in an RV, a camper, a bigger truck, you'll be able to see off into the distance, and it is quite beautiful as you're leaving or arriving onto Prince Edward Island. Next is the Northumberland Ferry, traveling between Wood Islands, Prince Edward Island, and Caribou, Nova Scotia. The ferry crossing takes approximately 75 minutes, but you also need to arrive early. Vehicles are expected to be checked in at least 40 minutes before departure, so this requires considerably more time than using the bridge. In 2026, a reserve standard vehicle on this ferry costs $43 with passengers included. Plus, there's a small fuel surcharge on there as well. The pros of taking the ferry are you can eat and relax on the ferry rather than just being stuck in your vehicle like on the bridge. There's washrooms on the boat, of course, food, seating. It's quite comfortable. And there's also better views, and there's plenty to see as you make this crossing, which makes it more of an experience than the bridge. The cons are obvious, and I've kind of already touched on them, but number one, it's much longer, it costs more, and it's tied to specific sailing times, so you must make a reservation. Service is also seasonal with the ferry, and schedules vary throughout the year. Weather and regular changes could also happen, and they do. It's the East Coast, it's Prince Edward Island. So that leads us to the big question: which one should you take? Well, it starts with where you're coming from or where you're going. If your route naturally takes you through New Brunswick and Moncton area, the bridge will probably make the most sense. If you're traveling through Nova Scotia, maybe heading to Cape Breton, Halifax, maybe the ferry makes more sense. However, you can also still take the bridge, and it probably might be around the same time. If saving time and money is the priority, choose the bridge. If you want a more memorable experience and don't mind building your schedule around a certain departure time, take the ferry. If you're traveling outside the ferry season or want complete flexibility, the bridge is obviously the easy choice. And if your route allows it, consider arriving one way and leaving the other. That lets you experience the ferry while still seeing the Confederation Bridge. Purely from a practical standpoint, and as someone who was born and raised on Prince Edward Island and has done both, the Confederation Bridge wins every time for me, even if I'm heading to Nova Scotia and Halifax. It's faster, it's cheaper, it's available all year, it requires no planning, and it's just the easiest way to go no matter what. But I did also recently take the ferry, and it is an enjoyable experience. It's different, and it gives you a chance to relax, enjoy the water, turn the journey into part of your PEI trip and experience something different. So ultimately, the best option is going to be the one that fits the rest of your itinerary and what you're looking for. But if you're looking to make it quick and practical, look at the Confederation Bridge and don't complicate things too much for yourself.